Good morning. Welcome to Advisory. So for this series of lessons, we're going to discuss how to go about preparing for your exams. I know you've already taken some this year, and there's so many to come. And the test taking is not just a skill that you need when you're in school, right? So we'll talk about those real life examples when you need to take an exam to get a job or to get further in your career, whatever that looks like. So, also touch on what test anxiety is and how we can cope with that, how we can manage. We'll talk about overall just like techniques and strategies that will help us improve our skills, okay? So, this is Arvind. He had placed third in the Scripps National Spelling Bee twice, getting German words wrong both times. In his third and final spelling bee, as he stood in front of millions of people on national television, he faced his greatest test, another German word. So he specifically studied these types of words and finally felt confident. He spelled the final German word correctly and won the championship. So after this series of lessons, we're going to recognize test taking as a life skill. Again, it's not just about when we're in school trying to get to graduate, right? How to use a growth mindset and to succeed on your test, and how to listen to your explorer voice. So we'll talk all about that the next couple days. Right now, we're going to just watch a quick video. Okay, this is just an introductory video. We're going to dig into some more of these things later on. So take a look.
Ah! No, more like a nightmare, actually. I guess I'm a little stressed about the test today. Dear Tim and Moby, I've got a real tough test next week. I've studied, but is there anything else I can do? From Polly. Well, studying hard is definitely the best way to prepare for a test. No, I thought I should get the obvious stuff out of the way first. You also want to get plenty of sleep the night before your test and eat a good breakfast. When you get the test, read the directions carefully. It's time well spent. This test will not be graded if you use a pencil. Good thing I also brought a pen. Look over the whole test before diving into the first question. You can start by going through the test and answering all of the easy questions first. It builds your confidence and can even help jog your memory for the tougher parts of the test. Just be sure to mark any questions that you skip. Different strategies work with different kinds of tests. If you're taking a multiple choice test, read the question, but don't read any of the answers given. Try to answer the question yourself without looking. Let's see, what is the capital of Italy? It's like Romo or something. Starts with an R. Rome. If your answer appears as one of the choices, you can be pretty sure it's right. If your answer is not one of the choices, then you can use the process of elimination. See, even though you may not know the right answer, lots of times you know which answers are definitely wrong. And even if you can't identify all the wrong answers, just crossing off one or two really increases your odds of guessing correctly. Another strategy in multiple choice tests is finding similar answers. Well, jogging is basically the same as exercise. The answer can't be both. So you can probably eliminate both of those. Look for key words in questions like not and except so you know what's being asked. Some tests have essay sections. Writing an essay is your chance to show what you know in your own words. Before you start writing, underline the key verbs in the essay question. It'll help you keep focused on the information your teacher is looking for. A compare and contrast essay is different from one where you're asked to summarize. Try to write as neatly as you can so your teacher can follow your thoughts easily. And if you find yourself taking too long on a particular question, make a note to yourself and move on. You can always come back later if you leave yourself enough time. Don't be afraid to use scratch paper as you go. And take a few minutes at the end of your test to review your answers. Whoops, I forgot to answer that one. Using these test-taking skills won't guarantee you an A, but they will help you get the grade you deserve. Well, then maybe you'll get an A. Or an A plus, if that's what you deserve. I think you were supposed to turn that in.
Okay, so after watching this video, write down a few tips that you've learned in your journal, things that you haven't tried in the past that might have stuck with you. Okay, so there's examples like, something that I always learn to do is to look over the test first before I start answering any questions or answering the the ones that I know, right? The ones that I could get right away, I answer those. If I'm not sure, I skip it, make a little mark for myself, I come back. Like those are some examples. Okay, so what are some things that you learned watching this video that you think you can try to use on your next exam? All right, guys, have a good day. See you next time.